Yo, what's going on, guys? The Centrepreneur here again. Except this time I'm not wearing real clothes. Back to normal. Today, I wanted to bring you, in celebration of me going to see the boys and doing a bit of partying, I wanted to bring you a quick top 5 of my favorite best clubbing fragrances from my collection and samples that I own. So, what they're getting graded on here today, guys, is what in my opinion is the most important thing for a clubbing fragrance is the cloud it creates around you. You know, it's projection. Are people gonna smell you? And along with that, longevity too. You know, how long is it gonna last? Does it smell sexy? Because I mean, if you're going to a club, there's a better chance that you're trying to pick up someone of the opposite sex, right? Or at least there is for me. So that's pretty much what I'm grading these on. And of course, you know, this is my list. This isn't anybody else's list. This is what works for me. And without further ado, guys, let's start. Before getting into my top 5, I just want to go over 2 quick honorable mentions. A pair of clubbing bangers, but for whatever reason, either I don't like them or they won't work on me. The first of these is the King, 1 million. You know, I bought this because the sales associate told me to a few years ago, and she's right, it does smell pretty good on me. But, you know, when you go to a club, it smells pretty good on the other 500 people there wearing it too. You know, it's not... Everybody knows this one, and everybody knows how good it is. Every dude knows how good this is, and they're going to wear it. So that's why 1 million didn't quite make the cut. Number 2, honorable mention. This one, you know, it really works for a lot of guys. I love it. Not in the club. This one, Dior Homme Intense. Another banger. But if you watched my clothing video that I recently put out, like, you know I love this one, but for whatever reason, I just don't quite feel good wearing it in the club. It's, around me, it's not even an issue of like too many people wearing it. It's just, for the scenario, it's not me. Anyway, honorable mentions done, boys. All right, let's get into the top 5. Starting off at number 5, we've got another banger. Versace Eros. Man, this is one that I really like, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I've only gotten compliments from guys with this one, which is fine. But, you know, like I always say, compliments aren't everything. But where I'm in the club trying to get noticed by a girl, and I've only ever gotten noticed by guys when I wear this, you know, it just doesn't make the cut. So, very popular for a good reason, projects like crazy, smells really good. Best compliment I ever got is one of my guy friends said, "Wow," oh, this is, and I quote, by the way, "Wow, dude, you smell like love." I don't know what love smells like, but I mean, apparently Versace bottled it. That was my number 5, guys. Number 4 is one that, it's just one that I like to go to switch things up a little bit. It's pretty different from most things that I've smelled in terms of clubbing fragrances. but it smells really good. And this is another one from that clothing video, Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. This one, as you know, I like it. It's just a patchouli orange to me. It lasts a long time. It gets like a juicy sort of smell over time. It doesn't project like those first three fragrances I mentioned, but people aren't gonna smell like that. They probably won't have smelled much like that at all. Yeah, and depending on where you are, of course, but for me, anywhere I go, I'm gonna be the only one smelling like Thierry Mugler Ultra Zest, that's for certain. And you know, it does, women like it for the most part. I mean, it's a fresher Mugler. Women like fresh. It smells like oranges. Most women like oranges. So, I mean, do the math, guys. That was my number 4. My number 3 would be my number 1. But you can, in my opinion, you can only wear this one to the clubs in the summer. Because it's hot, and I find this one lasts a little longer. This one is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Popeye. This is a great scent, guys. Like, it's really great. This is another one of those ones that the big reviewers like hyped like crazy. It's good. People like it. The mint is amazing. The bottle's pretty. It's got a picture of Popeye on it. What more do you like? Like they say, it only lasts a few hours, so you're probably going to need a decant with you, or a little travel atomizer or something. But it smells like, in my opinion, it's the sexiest smell on this list. Just you can only wear it in the summer. You get the mint. It's like a bubblegum mint to me, and I love it. I think it smells amazing. Amazing. Unfortunately for Popeye, though, it doesn't last, doesn't project like crazy. It only sees use from me in the summer. So guys, that was Le Male Popeye. Number 2, top 2, another one from Paco Rabanne. You probably knew it was coming. Invictus. Now, this is one that takes a lot of flack from a lot of people in this community. It's synthetic. It's got that bubblegum vibe that so many current designer fragrances are getting. But it's got an amazing grapefruit note. I mean, it's really, really good to me. This is one of those ones that, I don't know, it gets a lot of flack, and I kind of like it a little more because it gets a lot of flack. I don't know, I like proving people wrong. And for me, this one is really, really good. It's gonna last you all night. Oh my god, the projection's pretty good too. Like, people will smell you. You're going to have to spray more of this than you would Eros, DHI, 1 million. Probably not the other two I mentioned, but this is very strong, lasts forever. Women love it. That's a fact. Pretty much all these fragrances get consistent reactions from women, minus, for me, Eros. But the grapefruit and the lemon, synthetic is crazy, but like a bubblegum, grapefruit, lemon, sharp, piercing. You can wear this year round, depending on the scenario, of course, but for what I'm talking about here, year round with this one. I personally think it's really good, not even taking into account how cool I think the bottle is. It's tacky, but it's also really cool. Okay, Number 1. Another one that, you know, I don't have a bottle of this one, but this is another one of those fragrances that I haven't mentioned it already, so you pretty much know what's coming up. This is a Sephora sample. I would like to get my hands on a bottle at some point, but I'm not going to pay even close to full price for it. Not because of the smell, it's just because of the limited versatility. This one, Ultra Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Gaultier did good on this list, boys. But Ultra Male, like all these scents, it lasts forever. It projects like crazy. Like most of these, it's got the bubblegum vibe. But instead of like the other Gaultier on this list that takes it like a bubblegum mint, this to me is way thicker on the bubblegum. And it's like kind of got a semi-spicy vanilla in it. And it just comes across as so playful, so sexy, perfect for the club. It's gonna last you all night, like I said. This one's been dubbed by a lot of people as the new king of clubbing fragrances, dethroning 1 Million. And you know what? Easily. Maybe some 5 years in the future or whatever, people will have caught on to this one. But for me here, a lot of people don't really pay attention to the new fragrance releases. They're like, oh, well, I've had 1 Million for pushing 10 years now. It's done me fine in the past, and it will do you fine. But why would I go mess with new stuff? Well, they're neglecting this little guy here. And I know it's super popular in some places of the world, so this part, you know, maybe don't listen to me here. But depending on where you are, not many people will smell like this. And, in my opinion, and the opinions of, from what I've seen, the majority of people in this community, this is a much better clubbing fragrance than 1 Million. Scent, projection, versatility, because yeah, you can wear it other places, which is another plus in my opinion. But amazing. I'm really excited to get a bottle. The bottle is gorgeous, but not just yet. There's other things on my list. Anyway, guys, try not to bore you too much with my future plans. This has been my top 5 clubbing bangers list, with 2 honorable mentions, because they've earned it. They put in their years. They've earned it. I hope you can take this advice that I'm trying to bring. I mean, I'm not a crazy club goer myself. I have not tested any of these super extensively. Like, some of them I've had for longer, and I have gotten a chance to play with them a lot. But like La Male Papa, I've only had for 1 summer, so I only tested it so many times, you know. But if you like going to the club, you can't go wrong with these for club fragrances. Any of them, frankly. I recommend them all. They're all good. I can't say they're all my favorites. I do regret buying some of them, but anyway, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tons of new content coming out every day. I'm doing my best here to get you guys as equipped as possible to deal with the scent trials in your life and give you, these are all my honest opinions. Have a great one, guys. Get ready for the weekend. The girls won't know what hit their noses, boys. See you later.